good to be back in Boone County tonight. Again, my name is Schoeller. I mentioned I live in Willard, Missouri. That's where we raised our 3 children. My oldest is at College of Ozarks right now, and so we're really proud of her. She's in her 2nd year. And I'm currently the county clerk in Greene County, Missouri. And literally my very first election as county clerk, we had someone who decided they were going to vote twice. You know what I did? I took that evidence to the sheriff. Sheriff did their investigation, the person admitted they voted twice, that was then taken to the prosecutor, and they were held accountable. So when you talk about election fraud, I understand. I understand what it's about, I understand how to find it, I understand how to stop it. It's critically important you have someone who has that experience as your Secretary of State to make sure we do that across the state. But it's also critically important when you talk about secure, accurate, fair elections that we continue to make sure we have the federal ID, which I sponsored in the state legislature to make sure that that was a required ID you need when you come to vote. It's also critically important that we have the paper ballot. I sponsored that legislature. I continue to believe that because we need to have that. It's critically important that we outlaw the drop boxes and all the other shenanigans we saw that happened in 2020. I was president of our County Clerk Association when the election integrity bill got passed. Helped lead those efforts to make sure that that got done. But you know what? While those things are critically important, here's what I've learned as county clerk. It is about everyone in this room if you want accountability in your elections. It is about transparency. It is about we the people. And that's the greatest thing about our state, is that everyone in this room is empowered to be part of every election. You're empowered to be an election judge. How many election judges do we have in this room who've served? Folks, let's give them a round of applause. You know what I've learned? I can only be in one place at one time. That's why we need you to be at the polling locations this coming April. We need you to be there in August. We need you to be there in November. We need you to be there when we're testing before the election, after the election. In 2020, we had a race for a state legislative seat, the 135th. It was 76 vote difference between the 2 candidates. You know what I did? I called both candidates, I called the party chairs, and we literally had a hand recount in front of the public. The media came, everyone saw it. You know what happened when we certified the election? No one had any questions because we didn't board up the windows. We didn't keep people from seeing. You need to be a part of it. I want to empower you to be the Secretary of State. But we also have a couple of things we need to get done. We need to make sure that when we get an absentee ballot back by mail, that signature is verified, that is in the state law. Right now, it is not a state law that we have to check that signature of the absentee ballot returned by mail. Folks, we need to get that done and get that done now. And then finally, we recognize our veterans earlier. Folks, you've been watching what's happening on the East Coast and the West Coast. People that are not citizens, maybe here legally, are voting local elections. Does that make you mad? Yeah. Folks, that makes me mad. Because I am proud to be a citizen of this great country. And I'm grateful for the efforts of everyone who went and fought and has died for us to protect our elections. Folks, we need to stand up and make clear in our state constitution that you must be a citizen of this great country in order to vote in every election. And as your Secretary of State, I have the experience to be ready day one to lead the effort, and that's why I'm asking for your vote. Thank you very much.